Right, so I'm gonna lace up this wheel, build this wheel. The hardest part of building a spoke wheel is making sure you get the crossing, the spoke crossing pattern properly. So on the smaller flange hub side, the spoke pattern here is a 3-cross, meaning the spoke on this side will cross each other 3 times. So let's take, for example, this spoke right here, where my index finger is right here on my thumb. So you go here, you go cross 1 spoke, 2 spoke, and all the way over here. Probably you guys probably can't see it. It crosses the 3rd spoke, which is this one right here. So this one is this spoke right here where my fingernail is. So it crosses 1, 2, and 3. So that's a 3-cross pattern right there. The bottom one, I think it's neither a 2-cross or 1-cross. I'm not sure. So basically, every other spoke is spinning one direction, and the every other spoke on the other side is spinning the other direction. Or basically, if you look at the hub here, how the spoke is, let's say here I have my outer spoke is pointing counterclockwise, and the spokes on the inside is clockwise. So that's what I'm gonna go with right there. I think I have everything set up properly. Let's see if this works or not. I haven't done this in a very long time, and it's this is the hardest part right here, is figuring this first stage out. Once the spoke is actually in the spoke holes, and the pattern's proper, the cross, if everything that is proper there, then it should be all good. It should be actually pretty easy after that. All right, so I'm gonna start out. If you notice, right now there's sort of a certain pattern where it crosses. Like for example, right here, when you see the 2 spokes coming together like this. Well, actually, let's look at this right here. So once the spoke is laced up, when the spoke is crossed right here like this, the crossing is so close to the rim that if you put your valve stem hole right here, you're not gonna be able to pump this up because there's no space for the chuck, the air pump chuck. So you have to put it so that the valve stem hole is in this more open space. So be mindful of that. So here's my valve stem hole right here. So I'm gonna position it so that it is. I think I'm in the right spot right there. Like that. So I have this up like this. So I think I'm in the right spot right there like that. All right. So usually just spin the spoke nipple 2 or 3 turns in only. That should be enough. So let's see which one do I want to start up first. Initially, when you first run your pattern, it's kind of hard, kind of difficult, because you're not exactly sure. You're not exactly sure if you are doing it right or not. If you have the right spots. So I think I have the right spot here, I believe. So I'm just gonna do a few on one side first, just to make sure that I have my initial pattern laid out properly. So I think I have my initial patterns right. Let's see. Side. Maybe right here. So I'm kind of building it around this valve hole. Just make sure that my pattern is right coming out. And I have my 3 cross properly. And I think this is right. Let's see. Let's look at this poke right here. Well, that's 1 cross, 2 cross right here, and the 3rd cross is between this one and this one. So I think it's right. So that's right. So I think this side, the small flange side, is I believe is proper. Let's look at the large flange side. See if that's proper or not. So I'm not sure if this other side it has 2 cross or 3 or one cross. Let's see. Let's see how it goes. If it's 2 cross, this would go all the way over here this way. Let me try 2 cross. I think usually when one side's the difference between the small flange and the large flange, if the smaller flange is 3 cross, then usually the large flange is 2 cross. If this side is 2 cross, that side is 1 cross. Usually, not always. Let's see. I hope I have this pattern right. If this pattern's wrong, then I believe my small flange side is right, but I'm not sure about the large flange side, if that's right or not. So, like I mentioned, this is the initial lace up is the hardest part, figuring out your if you have the proper crossing or not. At least it is for me anyways. So once, if you think your pattern's right, let's see how many times this cross. So let's look at this spoke right here. So this spoke is crossing 1 right here. It's 1 cross right there, 2 cross. So let's do 2 cross on the other side, and hopefully it's right. So if my pattern is right, once you do that, don't do one side and the other side, because these this wheel is so the rim is so small in diameter, and it is a 12-inch rim, and this is a motorcycle spoke, so they're a lot thicker and they just don't flex much. It's not like a bicycle wheel where the rim is real big and the spoke is real thin, so you could kind of flex it and bend it a little bit. Well, not bend it, but just flex it and it could bow it so it pops back. This one doesn't. You don't really have that much give, so it's a lot more difficult to do than say a bicycle wheel is. So you just gotta be patient when you do this, and it might take you multiple tries, and it could be somewhat frustrating, especially if you've never done this before. It's a good idea to have someone kind of school you on it a little bit. Someone give you some pointers while you're doing this, and that will actually help quite a bit. So you don't actually it's okay to make mistakes. When you lace it up, if the lacing is not proper, for example, let's say this side I'm doing a 3 cross, but the other side, let's say it's supposed to be a 2 cross, but I'm gonna do 1 cross. The spokes won't, this one side will be real tight, and the other side's gonna be real loose. There's gonna be spokes sticking out from the tire side. That's when you know something's wrong, something's off, and you correct it, right? Usually when I first spin a Nippon, I only spin it about 2 or 3 turns. Just enough that it could catch on there enough, and that it just doesn't want to come out, strip out. Oops, I shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have spun it. Now my spokes are not quite lined up anymore. Oops, my bad. So next one's on the bottom, this one. I'm still not sure if my spoke pattern is correct or not. I'm pretty sure my top one is, but my bottom one I'm not too sure. And the bottom one is actually harder to do because that this distance is so short. That the shorter this distance is, the harder it is to do. So let's see. So far, it looks like it's right, but this is actually my second attempt. Earlier, I had made this bottom side 1 cross and this top side 2 cross, and there was so much space left on. You know, I screwed the nipple in as far, and I screwed the nipple in onto the spoke here. I screwed it until basically the nipple popped out, and I still had, like, you know, the rim was still that much sticking out. The spoke was actually sticking beyond the rim that much, and that means there was too much slack. And when there's too much slack, that means your how many times cross you have, it's not right. So basically, that's why I moved it to 3 cross on this side and 2 cross on the other side. Because earlier I had 2 cross on this side and 1 cross on the other side. So hopefully I have it right this time around. I don't do this every day. And the last time that I did do this, it was about 10 years ago. So quite a few years ago where I last did this. Also, when you do this, usually the more crossing there is, it's kind of more complicated too, because the more times the spokes cross each other, the more in the way they are of each other. So it's even so that causes a little bit more difficulty as well. See, I'm having an easy time on this longer side, just because I have more room to work with, whereas the other side, the shorter side, it's a lot less room. So it's a little bit more difficult, I think. And be mindful with, if you look at the spoke holes, you see that the spokes are not, you know, they're slightly offset from each other. So the spoke that's towards the outside versus the spoke on the inside, when they cross, the one that's on the inside will always stay on the inside, and the one that's on the outside stays on the outside. So basically, let's say for example, this one's on the outside, whatever's on the inside one, when they cross, the one that's on the outside will stay outside. And the one that's on the inside will stay on the inside of the you know, towards the center of the rim, basically. This triple cross is killing me on the other side. Let me see if I can flip this around and make it, maybe it'll be easier. You know, let's see if it's easy on this side for me. I don't know. Let's see. This triple cross is killing me here. Usually when you don't have when it seems like it's just not right, that usually it's sort of an indicator that something's wrong. Probably your spoke pattern is probably wrong. I can't see nothing from the side. It's like so much harder to see. Let me flip it back around. I can't see nothing from the side. That hub flange is so big. Okay, this is much better seeing it this direction. I'm kind of stuck right there. Let me continue on from this side then. that I can. I'm stuck on the kind of stuck on the I'm stuck on the bigger flange side. Let's see. Kind of space over here. I'm gonna give myself more space. Can't get this book in here. I don't have no space to get this book in. What the hell's going on? Oh, wait a minute. I think I made a mistake. Did I make a mistake? Let's see. Oh, I did make a mistake. I wonder why. That's why I did. That's why it didn't work. This book right here is not in the right place. Oops. I wonder why. This book is in the wrong spot. Oh shoot! This. I now have to go all the way back because I have to go all the way back. Wrong spot right there. Oopsie. That's why I didn't have proper space. I said, what the heck is going on? So the top was right, the bottom was I had it in the wrong hole basically. Yeah, this one's in the wrong hole. God dang it. So you can see, let's actually stop for a bit and see how that went. So on the large flange side, the outer spoke is supposed to go counterclockwise, but here I have to excuse me, the outer spoke is going clockwise, right? So the inner spoke is going counterclockwise. So right here I have the inner spoke going clockwise. So that's where the mistake is. That's why I didn't have any space. I was like, what the heck's going on? Again, you know, it's kind of easy to make a mistake, but usually when something's not right, it just won't line up. It just won't come together. You're like, you know, how come you don't have enough slack, or how come the spoke's not long enough? Either the spoke is too short or the spoke is too long. If it's too short, usually means you don't have enough crossing. If it's too long, that means you don't. If it's too long, that means you don't have enough. If it's too long, you don't have enough crossings. So again, it has to do with those crossings. Let's see, what was this again? The outside spoke is going clockwise. Outside. This outside needs to be over here. This one needs to move out. So this one's over there. Okay. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, I think that's right now. Outside. This one is this side. Inside. Yeah. And it's pretty easy to make a mistake, but at the same time, when you make a mistake, you kind of know, you know, as you go along, you'd be like, oh wait, something's not right. What's going on? You know, what went on was wrong spoke in the wrong hole. Not just in the wrong hole, but in the wrong direction. Let's see. This one's on top, so there's this one. And then why it's good to go one at a time and slowly work your way around is that you have space to, as the spoke cross, they'll get into each other's way. So if you do, like say for example, if you do every other one on one side or something like that, you won't be able to do the other because once those ones are locked in, the other ones won't be able to cross, and because that one won't be able to move. So that's, you have to be aware of that. I wish I had a spoke tool. I have a spoke wrench for this side, but I don't have a spoke wrench for the rim side. So it makes it kind of hard not to use the screwdriver, which works pretty well, but I don't think it will work as well as an actual tool that's made for it. Almost made the same mistake again. It's just a matter of lining those spokes up. Now here I'm taking quite a bit of time, but the people that do this a lot, they get really fast at it. You become really good and real fast at it. I haven't done this in about 10 years, so kind of slow. The first time I built wheels, like 20 years ago, it literally took me a whole day to build like one wheel. Now I think I could lace a wheel up in about half an hour, or at least get the initial pattern laced up in half an hour, and maybe another half hour or so to true it. Maybe an hour or so to true it. I don't know. Depends on how well I lace it up. Just get out of the way. Sometimes I do that. I just skip one real quick just to put it in there just to get it out of the way, and sometimes it helps. Sometimes it interferes. If it interferes, just take it out. Go in. Yeah, I want it. See now, see that one is interfering with this spoke. So just gonna take it out real quick. So I think I have it right this time. 3 cross on the small flange side and 2 cross on the large flange side. Let's see. not reaching. I have it on the right side. Let's see. It's here, it's there, it's there. It's way down here, down the way there. Can I make something up again? Let's see. Just a spoke. The nipple was just hung up on the inside of the rim there, the tube side. Dang it. It's not long enough. I think this. There it goes. Basically just hung up by the nipples. Okay, oops. Too much outside. Yeah, people that do this all the time, they get really good at it, and they can finish it fast. In the shop where I used to work at, the boss, he could lace up a set of wheels in an hour, real fast. I was like, damn. I don't think I've ever been able to do that. I just haven't done it enough to be able to do that. Lace up a set of wheels in an hour. I'm not sure if I mentioned, but these are stainless steel spokes with stainless steel nipples. So when you use stainless on stainless, you have to be careful because you know, especially under a lot of tension, which spokes do or put under a lot of tension. What happens is that the stainless steel could basically gall. So what that means is basically the metal will actually like smear with each other. That basically, you know, ruins your threads. So so be real mindful of it, of that. You don't want to destroy your threads. So you have to grease your spokes. So that these, you know, this wheel came with grease. If you don't have any grease, you know, spoke grease, the best, I think the second best thing to use besides spoke grease is anti-seize. I think anti-seize works really well. So let's see, do I have my pattern? Yeah, I think I do. And it looks about right too. Let's see. So this side I have, let's look at this spoke right here. 1 cross, whether you guys could see it. 1 cross, 2 cross, 3 cross. Right? So the large flange side, 1 cross, 2 cross. So that's how you lace it up. initial lace. Oh man, I scratched my rim here, a few spots. Brand new rim. God dang it. Well, that's alright. It's gonna get banged up anyways. It's a dirt bike. So now the hardest part is over. Let's look at where my valve stem is. Valve stem is right here. So valve stem, you see how it's more open on this side and open on this side as well. So this is the valve stem. Oops, it won't poke through anyways. It's right here. So basically you could put the air chuck right here, so it could get on the stem, right? So let's say if I didn't have my stem here, I see where it crossed. Let's say my stem was here in the cross. There's no way you could clear the chuck right there. So that's, be mindful of that. So now all I need to do is tighten up the nipples and start truing the wheel. So I'll make another video on that. So this one took what, 30 plus minutes. Thanks for watching.